OSDP Secure Channel should be used every single time. Full stop. It exists for a reason. It protects the communication between the reader and the controller. And in 2026, choosing to run unencrypted reader communication, well, it's a huge risk and it's just a bad decision. So let's walk through the way that we actually configure this in the field and show how simple it is to turn on and implement OSDP Secure Channel. First, let's look at the reader. If you're installing new HID Signo readers, well, order them from the factory pre-configured for OSDP Secure Channel. This eliminates any extra configuration that you need to do in the field. There's no extra steps. That's always my recommendation for every new install. Now, if the reader doesn't yet have the configuration, then you can still set it really easily. You're going to log in with HID Reader Manager, you're going to go to the Communication Protocol settings, and you're going to enable OSDP by moving the slider. Next, you're going to set the baud rate. I'd recommend using something higher like 115, 200 as a best practice. The next step, we're enabling install mode with that slider. This tells the reader to use default encryption keys so the controller and the reader can later set up their unique encryption keys when they're establishing their communication. This part is absolutely crucial to setting up Secure Channel, so be sure to turn install mode on. And finally, you're going to see an option for secure mode only. And you're going to feel like that you need to set that and turn that on, but don't do it, at least not yet. I'm going to repeat, do not turn on secure mode only when doing this initial configuration of the reader. If you turn it on manually before Secure Channel is set up, then the reader can never talk to the initial setup. So make sure you leave that off for this setup. So once you've turned on OSDP, you've enabled install mode, and you've set the baud rate, then save the config and push it down to the reader. And now the reader portion there is done. That wasn't so bad, was it? All right, let's talk about the controller. The good news is that you don't need any special configuration changes at the controller level, but the generation or version of the controller does matter. Look, here's the overly simplified version. To use Secure Channel, the reader needs to be wired directly to either a red or a black Mercury controller. Green controllers, meaning the downstream Series 2 green boards, they do not support Secure Channel at all. Now, full disclosure, the onboard reader ports directly on board of the EP or the green intelligent controllers, they do support Secure Channel, but for overall simplicity, let's just make a blanket statement saying if you want Secure Channel, then use a red or a black controller and not a green controller. Finally, let's look at what's needed in the access control software. Now, every platform will be slightly different, but the concept will be similar. For my demo here, I'm using Genea, and they actually make this really simple. I mean, honestly, I was absolutely blown away with how simple and easy everything was. So all I do is I select OSDP as the communication protocol for the reader, and I check that checkbox for Secure Channel. And that's it. Once I save, the controller and the reader, they establish their communication, and they generate their unique Secure Channel encryption keys. And they do that all within a few seconds. And now, you're up and running. So in the end, to get Secure Channel to work, all that you really needed to do is log into the reader, turn install mode on, and then in the access control software, check the checkbox for Secure Channel. Do you still think this is complicated? That's the Mercury Minute. Stay open and stay secure, my friends. See y'all next time.